What's up, guys? Welcome back to r.Gaming on After the Storm. We're here with the NHL 2004 Franchise Mode Series, and again, I had another error, so I'm getting a little bit tired of this. I don't know what's causing it directly. Just unfortunate, really. But as you guys can see here, we won 3-2 in overtime to tie up game number 2. And we ended up winning 6-1 in game number 3 when I recorded it. Then it just crashed. So I'm having a lot of issues with NHL 2004. So what I think what's going to happen is we're going to try and take our chances with just simulating. We're going to simulate out. It's just unfortunate, but I can't. It makes it really difficult whenever you play the game and, you know, it just crashes on you and you lose 45 minutes worth of content. So it's just unfortunate. I want to get through this, and I'm not sure if it's just something that's working in the background on my computer or what the case is for this that's causing the issue, because it's a very recent issue. I've never had it just randomly crash on me before, but yeah, it's there, and unfortunately it's probably not the end. Same way that NHL 2003 unfortunately ended, but it's probably not going to be the ending I want. But I'm going to take this is going to allow me to take a lot of time and figure out before we start 2005 up, because I just don't want it to happen with 2005 and get really soured on the idea of doing 2005, because I've got the idea for doing the commentary role, and I want to have a lot of fun with it. We're going to simulate out. With this episode, we're just going to sit here and we're going to simulate, and if we get eliminated, we get eliminated. I will play if there's a, Stanley Cup game that we can win the cup in. I will play for sure to play that. I'll make sure that comes out to you guys. But otherwise, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start simulating. So I don't really know how this is going to go. That's one of the craziest things. I really don't. So we could lose right here to Florida, and that'll be the end. We could go through all the way to win the Stanley Cup. I have no idea. We won the Stanley Cup with Colorado in NHL 2003. I'm not expecting to win the cup in every season we do, but yeah. So here we go. So game 3, we had a 2-1 loss. It's unfortunate. So we're down 2-1 in the series here. A 3-2 battle back win. We're going to go take a look at the playoff tree here just to see. So in the West, again, last episode it was 3-0 Dallas. So Dallas has now lost their lead. 2-2 with Chicago, Detroit, and Chicago in that series. On the other side, we're all 2-2, so it looks like we're all tied up. It's best of threes from here on out. So a 4-3 loss in game number 5. We're facing an elimination game. We'll go take a look. Well, actually, we'll simulate this one, and we'll go take a look at what happens with the rest. So we won 5-2. We forced a Game 7. Huge game coming up here against the Florida Panthers at home. We're going to go take a look at the playoff tree, see what happened over here. We've got Detroit advancing through to the Western Conference Finals. Dallas and Colorado at a 3-3 Game 7 there. And on the Eastern Conference side, we've got both games are heading to, or both series rather, heading to Game 7. So let's see what happens when we simulate here against Florida. By the way this series has gone, it's been loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. So if that continues here, we might be done. And there it is. We're out. Round 2. Unfortunate, really, because we're probably going to go up 3-1 in the series when I was playing. But it's tough. It's really tough. I will be keeping this in mind. It just seems like it's an issue when you play for a long time with the Dolphin emulator. So it's unfortunate that way, but you know what? It's okay. NHL 2004 was a blast. We're going to let this simulate out, and we'll do a little bit of a wrap-up at the end of this. So I don't want to spoil it. I know who won the cup, but I just wanted to take a look at what happened after we got eliminated. Dallas wins their Game 7 against Colorado to face Detroit in the Western Conference Finals. And Detroit wins the Western Conference Finals 4-1. Probably the most realistic team to come out and win it. They didn't in real life. They lost to Calgary, but they were a stacked team at this time. And on the Eastern side, as Florida takes out one team that was actually in the Eastern Conference Finals this season, Toronto took out the other. So Toronto took out Tampa Bay in 7 games and then went on to take out the Florida Panthers in 5. And right here, guys, check this out. The Toronto Maple Leafs, led by Matt Sundin, Alex McGillney, I think, on the team, Owen Nolan, Ed Belfour, take out Detroit. I'm shocked by this, actually. Toronto, of course, a great team, but, man, Detroit was stacked this year. So we'll go take a look at maybe some of their teams and see who really scored. So on Toronto's side, Nolan, Sundin, McGillney definitely carried the team. Calverley was pretty good on their defensive end, too, but... And for a team that only had Brian McCabe for 4 games of this playoff run, that's crazy. And a lot of guys, Tucker only 2 points, Gavey only a point, Fitzgerald 1 point. Just a lot of guys who didn't really contribute. And then they had some really top-end guys. I'm assuming, taking a look at Belfour, 178 goals against, only an 897. That's just because of the way the game works. But Belfour, obviously, a big difference there. And taking a look at Detroit, like, this is a team that probably should have won the Cup here. They had a ton of points, 33 points for Shanahan, 30 for Hall, Maltby contributing, Whitney, Lidstrom, Hatcher, Datsuk, Schneider. These are all really good players here. That might be the biggest reason right there. Yzerman only played 2 games in the entire Stanley Cup run, probably got injured early and just never was able to come back. Crazy. Crazy little run here. Take a look at the goalies, though. Joseph gets his... Well, he would have kind of played against his former team, but Dominic Hasek, 195 goals against and an 890 save percentage. Again, I don't really look at the save percentage all that much just because of how weird it is in the game. But a 195 is super good as well. So, a tough playoffs there. If you're Detroit, you're trying to win another cup before everything runs out on you. But they couldn't get it done there. So we're going to go through the awards. The Stanley Cup, of course, awarded to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Jeff Sanderson wins the Hart Trophy. Again, he had the most points in the league. Art Ross, Jeff Sanderson as well. Jerome again wins the Maurice Richard Trophy. Dan Boyle is the Defenseman of the Year. Eric Meloche wins Calder. Felix Potvin was the Vezina Trophy winner, so that's a little bit something we can feel pretty proud about. Felix Potvin winning the Vezina Trophy as the league's best goaltender. He was, definitely this season, he was the best goaltender. Jeff Sanderson takes home the Lady Byng. Selke goes to Trevor Linden. Conn Smythe goes to Owen Nolan. Jennings Trophy goes to Nikolai Habibulin. He didn't actually split it with his backup goaltender or anything like that. He just allowed the least amount of goals. Bill Masterton Trophy, Jan Bulish. He was involved in one of those early trades that sent Theodore to Anaheim. So he went with Theodore to Anaheim. Again, Anaheim went up 3-0 in the first round and actually ended up losing. So I can't believe that because their goaltending duo was just fantastic. Lester B. Pearson Award. Again, this is the... can't remember what it's called now. It's called something else. Why am I blanking on this? It's called the Ted Lindsay now. Ted Lindsay. So yes, this is the Ted Lindsay, voted on by the players. Just basically the the NHL itself most valuable player. Jeff Sanderson, what a year he had. And Jack Adams goes to Mike Sullivan of the Boston Bruins. I'm not sure how crazy that is, really, because Boston had a really good year. But maybe goes to Kent Hitchcock. I don't know. Maybe whoever, Scotty Bowman, maybe on on Detroit. There's a lot of teams that could go to, for real. But President's Trophy to the Detroit Red Wings. Obviously, the Prince of Wales goes to Toronto. Campbell Trophy goes to Detroit. And, of course, the Stanley Cup to the Toronto Maple Leafs, who end their 37-year drought at this point. Instead of their, I don't even know where we're at now. 14, 16 years, 15 years, 17 years on top of that. 54 years since they won the Cup last. Not only do they get past the first round, they go all the way and they beat a very good Detroit Red Wing squad there. So congrats to the Toronto Maple Leafs. So I just wanted to go and take a look at our squad and just how they performed over the season, because I think there's some shout-outs that need to be put in here. We did a lot of trades, actually. I think I maybe did 2 or 3 in the Colorado franchise in NHL 2003. Obviously, as you guys can see right here, Tkachuk, McInnes, Pronger was obviously that big trade that happened midway through the series. It changed everything for this team. It really did. It made us a whole lot better. We got an entire new pairing on our top defensive pairing of McInnes and Pronger. It was huge for us. Tkachuk obviously came in with a lot of goals behind him. Roenick really woke up at that time. Monte played really well. Kapanen was very good. Recchi was, again, these are pretty low point totals, but Gagne, unfortunately here, he was playing very well right when he got injured, and he was out for the rest of the season. He nearly missed about 30 games. But there's some shout-outs here, like Tanabe was another one. Francis, Brendamore both brought in on trades. Lume was a free agent signing. Knutson was brought in on a trade. Bears in a free agent signing. Brashear already here. He had a very quiet year. He only played those 55 games. And of course, not a whole lot of guys down here played much. Schmeenard played 5 games. Netzcash played 11. This team was very different when we started. Keith Primo was obviously in one of those big trades and everything like that. So it was really cool that we were able to turn it around, because if you guys recall, if you've watched the first episode, we did not start off hot. I can go back and show you guys the calendar there. Actually, do we have a calendar somewhere? Maybe we don't. There's no calendar in this game for some reason. Maximize calendar. There we go. Okay. So let's go back and take a look. Take a look at how the season started. We had the 5-1 loss. I don't believe that episode got recorded, but this was a tough little stretch to start the season as we adjusted to, playing the game and switching over from NHL 2003 to this one. But it was a tough road to get to winning, and we started putting it together right into December, really. Right here as we had a 6-game win streak and then continued winning pretty steadily. But right around the midpoint of January is when it really took off for us. These back-to-back wins over the Cup champs were big. There was an All-Star game I didn't even realize. I guess maybe it's not even playable in the game, so that would make sense why I didn't play it. But yeah, we started rolling pretty well toward the end of the season, and it was good. We beat out Pittsburgh. Just obviously a tough way to lose to Florida in the second round. We have 2 upgrade points here. I don't know how much is that going to actually affect our team. Wouldn't it be great if we actually ended up having that while we were playing? I didn't do anything, actually. You know what? I got to say, this is the 2 really big downfalls of this game that I really hated. The morale system. I get it. It's a little cool way to put a spin on a franchise mode for this game. But it was really detrimental because none of these players ever got to their potential. We played with them for about 9 months in real time, and they just never got to their potential at all. McInnes is way better than this. Recchi was way better. Amante definitely better. I believe Roenick is like a 91. Like he's playing 8 things below. Actually, we have a way to check this too. So, but what I wanted to do was spend those upgrades to see if we get some office rewards. Hey, look at us. We unlocked some. We unlocked a couple things here, which is cool. But obviously the game is, it's set up in a way to have you play many years. It's not set up just to play one year. But again, all these guys, their morale's through the roof. They're all happy pretty much. Letowski, Nash obviously didn't play. Sharp, Slaney didn't play. But you take a look here, they're 11 points. If you guys can see, you guys can't see it because of where my face is, but I'm gonna move my face. Check this out here. 11 points below on everything, almost everything exclusively. They're -9. So every player here is 9 below. So Tkachuk was a 92. Pronger was a 91. Roenick at 91, McInnes was a 90, Amante 89, Recchi 89. Again, all these guys played their entire seasons way below where they were supposed to be. Potvin was an 87 this entire season, and he still won the Vezina. I get why they wanted it that way. I just think for something like this, maybe that's my fault. Maybe I should have done something with years and years of experience with it. But I wanted to just play the one season. So thankfully, this is a system that they dropped going into next year, into NHL 2005. They just dropped it entirely, which is great because, frankly, it's just not great. By the way, I'm pretty sure that TV up in the left there says NHL 2003. So that was kind of lazy on their part. That system sucked. The other one that sucked was the injury system. It just not knowing when your guys are going to come back, not having an injury report or anything like that, really was unfortunate. I'll say that much. It really sucked to not know. Like McInnes, we didn't know if he was coming back. He did end up coming back in the playoffs, but missing players for so many weeks and not really knowing when they're going to come back. But anyways, guys, honestly, I had a ton of fun doing this series because I liked NHL 2004. The controls were frustrating and everything, and it took a while, and the morale system, trying to figure all that out. I can't remember how many times I Googled something just to try to figure it out, and seeing old message boards from 2004 about trying to figure this stuff out. But it was a ton of fun, and I hope if you watched all the episodes, I hope you enjoyed them because they were a lot of fun to record, and these were I would say a lot more fun than NHL 2003 because I find the gameplay got very repetitive, very quick with 2003, but these were a ton of fun. So lastly, as I wrap up this NHL 2004 franchise mode series, if you're discovering this, way after it's been put on YouTube or the day it's been put on YouTube, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be coming back with NHL 2005 very soon. And for 2005, I mentioned in previous videos, I don't like the gameplay 2005. It's very weird. So one thing I have to go do is tune the game to a proper level when the AIs play each other. I don't want it just to be... If you honestly use it on the way it's set up, it's like you'll see like 150 hits a game, and that's just not realistic. So there's going to be some game tuning I'm going to have to do and play around with it for a little bit. But when we come back with it, it's going to be a lot of fun. There'll be an intro episode just like we did before. I'm not sure what team I'm going to use. We're going to leave that up. I kind of do them spur of the moment. It's always a lot of fun that way. I always want to use a contending team. I don't want to use a rebuilder or somebody who is really bad because the goal is to win the cup. So odds are we're not going to use Colorado or Philadelphia. I'll say that much. We're not going to use two teams we've already used. If I can do all these series all the way up to I don't know if I'm going to do it all the way up to just this current gen or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure. If we could use all different teams, that'd be great. But we might overlap with some teams, and there's of course some teams, Atlanta. I want to use Atlanta because they're only in the league for another 5 or 6 years before they move to Winnipeg. So I want to definitely get a series in with them. But I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I'm not sure what team we're going to use. So nevertheless, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I'm rambling. But this was a ton of fun. If you haven't already, like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Again, a huge thank you for watching this series. If you watched it all the way through, if you would just watch parts of episodes and all that, I thank you very, very much. So that does it for the NHL 2004 franchise mode. It is officially a wrap. Obviously not what we wanted, getting eliminated in the second round with Philadelphia, but we're going to move on to NHL 2005, hope for a better outcome there. I don't think I fully mentioned what we're going to be doing. So here, let me lay out this before I go wrap this up officially. NHL 2005, a tough game to play because of all the hits and all the game tuning I'm going to need to do. So what I wanted to do was not play. I want to be a commentator. So what we're going to have is basically me just in a broadcast booth. I don't think I'll be on your screen, to be honest with you. I think I'll just be... You guys will just see the screen. That'll be it. You guys will just literally see the game. As I might just do like a little pop-up box in between the games or something. I'll have my webcam up and show you guys and talk in between. But otherwise, during the games, I'm going to be pretending to be a commentator. And of course, you don't see commentators on the broadcast all that often. So we'll be back with NHL 2005 very soon. I'm going to make sure I upload all of NHL 2004 before I even get on to NHL 2005. So these will be coming out pretty soon, probably in rapid succession. Anyways, guys, a final thank you for watching the series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a comment, drop a like, follow me on Twitter, whatever, send a tweet at me letting me know you watched and enjoyed it or what you didn't like about it. Doesn't matter. But again, guys, thank you so much. I will catch you guys with the NHL 2005 Franchise Mode series.